Good morning to all students. My dear student, today I discuss with you a very important topic of your concern syllabus, that is photorespiration in plants. As the term photorespiration indicates, the respiration which take place in presence of light is known as photorespiration. The term photorespiration, first of all, used by Decker in 1959, and it is very different respiration which take place in dark. So photorespiration is a very important event which take place in the plant cell. It has been observed by some plant physiologists that light affect directly respiration, and the rate of respiration in presence of light, near about 3 to 5 times more as compared than that of normal respiration which take place in dark. Remembered it? There is a big difference between the photorespiration and the normal respiration. Normal respiration means the respiration which take place in dark. So there is a big difference between the day respiration as well as dark respiration. So it has been estimated by plant physiologists that the respiration which take place in presence of light near about 3 to 5 times more. The rate of respiration near about 3 to 5 times more as compared than that of the normal respiration which take place in dark. If you are talking about the definition of the photorespiration, many plant physiologists give definition time to time for photosynthesis, for photorespiration. The definition you may define as the respiration that take place in green cell in presence of light as a result of excess evolution of CO2 take place. So the respiration which take place in light as a result of excess evolution of CO2 take place as compared than that of the normal respiration which take place in dark condition. It has been estimated by plant physiologists that during the dark there is no more evolution of CO2 take place, but in presence of light excess concentration of CO2 released. The release of CO2 in presence of light during respiration is known as photorespiration. It is a very simple and classical definition of photorespiration. The release of CO2 in presence of light, during respiration is known as photorespiration. As I discussed already, photorespiration is very different from normal respiration or dark respiration. I have already discussed with you that it is near about 3 to 5 times more as compared than that of dark respiration. According to plant physiologists, it has been reported in some common plants. It is a very special respiration which take place always in presence of light. It has been discovered in some very specific plants such as Nigotiana, Pisceum, Petunia, Gossypium, Capsicum, Oryza sativa, Glycine max, and in some algae such as Chlorella, which has more content of protein, and Nightella, it is also algae, and some tropical grasses. So these are the unique category of the plant kingdom in which photorespiration take place. take place. So it is a very important events which take place in a green plant, and it has been observed by plant physiologists that always photorespiration take place in presence of light. It does not take place in absence of light. If you are talking what is the favorable condition for photorespiration, there are two favorable conditions have been reported by plant physiologists for photorespiration. One is the requirement of light. Second is the ideal temperature. Ideal temperature. Mostly the ideal temperature for photorespiration have been reported between 25 to 35 degrees. These are two essential factors which is very important for photorespiration. In absence of any one of these ideal factor, the photorespiration does not take place in green plant cell. If you are talking where does photorespiration take place in plant cell, time to time plant physiologists discovered these very important events in plant cell. If you are talking what is the site of photorespiration in plant cell, first of all, it was considered that site of this process, it means the site of photorespiration is chloroplast. At beginning, before discovery, the proper sequence of the biochemical reaction of the photorespiration, it was considered by plant physiologists that the photorespiration always take place in chloroplast. But time to time, many plant physiologists continuous work on photorespiration time to time. But later discovery of praxisome in plant cell. You know very well what is the praxisome. It is a very important cell organelle which help in oxidation of hydrogen peroxide into oxygen and water. It is a very important cell organelle. As you know very well, the chloroplast play an important role in the plant cell. It help in photosynthesis. The common name of chloroplast is kitchen of the plant cell. And after that, later discovery of praxisome in plant cell which having enzyme of glycolate metabolism. It is very important cell organelle which have a series of the enzyme which help in glycolate metabolism. Concluding that it is also related to photorespiration according to Tolbert et al. 1969. So according to Tolbert, after the discovery of the praxisome in the plant cell, it has been reported that that this important cell organelle which known as praxisome also having a series of the enzymes which help in a glycolate metabolism. So after this discovery, it has been consideration that praxisome also related to photorespiration. But before the discovery of the praxisome, it was considered by plant physiologists that the site of photorespiration is chloroplast only. After that, day-to-day discovery, Lisali and Tolbert 1969 in the same year also suggested that praxisome is not actual site of CO2 evolution during photorespiration because of it simply provide a substrate for evolution of CO2. देखिए, after discovery of praxisome, there are other plant physiologists concerned with these same events, photorespiration, that was Lisali and Tolbert in the same year also suggested that praxisome is not an actual site because in praxisome there is no evolution of CO2 take place. But it simply provides a substrate for evolution of CO2. After that, Tolbert, after 2 years, Tolbert 1971 also proposed that CO2 evolution during photorespiration take place in mitochondria. So after the discovery of Tolbert, it has been considered that there are third one cell organelle also related to photorespiration. It is mitochondria. Peroxisome is not an actual site of CO2 evolution, but Tolbert, after the discovery of the Tolbert in 1971, it has been observed the actual site of CO2 evolution during the photosynthesis is mitochondria. So above finding indicate after these important discovery by different plant physiologists, so above finding indicate that a very close relationship among chloroplast, mitochondria and peroxisome during photorespiration. So it has been considered after the various discovery by plant physiologists that actual site of photorespiration is chloroplast, mitochondria and peroxisome. They are interconnect each other for this important process in plant cell. So after the discovery, it has been clear cut that the chloroplast, mitochondria and peroxisome are the actual site of photorespiration. Now I want to discuss with you how the photorespiration take place in plant cell. How the photorespiration take place in green plant cell. It is a very different process from normal respiration. As you know very well, what happened during the normal respiration? Normal respiration take place in presence of light or in presence of dark. There is no effect of light and dark on normal respiration. But a photorespiration always take place in presence of light. That is the big difference. During the normal respiration, what happens? The raw material glucose in presence of oxygen, they oxidize into simpler inorganic substances, that is the carbon dioxide and water, and byproduct we get energy. Byproduct we get energy which is stored in a organic food, and we get energy in the form of ATP which utilized by us in day-to-day life. So how the photorespiration take place in a plant cell? It is a very important process. You have to know about the process of the photorespiration. In this process, three cell organelle directly involved, as I discussed with you, that the chloroplast, mitochondria and peroxisome, the actual site of the photorespiration. So in this process, all three cell organelle which present in the plant cell directly involved. In chloroplast, as you know very well, photosynthesis take place. आप जानते हैं what is the function of the chloroplast? The main function of chloroplast is photosynthesis. It is a actual site of photosynthesis because the chloroplast having the different category of the pigments which have the potential to capture the solar energy of sunlight and convert it into chemical energy, and this chemical energy is stored in organic food, and by the in presence of oxygen and by the oxidation they release their energy in the form of ATP. As a result of early product glycolate is produced, which is utilized as primary substrate of photorespiration. So it is a very interesting one. Question here arises: what is the raw material for photorespiration? Your answer will be glycolate. And you know very well, due to raw material of glycolate for photorespiration, it is considered that the metabolism of glycolate take place in the praxisome, and as you know very well, the praxisome having a series of enzymes which utilize during the glycolate metabolism. So very important question arise here, what is the raw material for photorespiration? And your answer will be glycolate. Glycolite is synthesized during the photosynthesis in the chloroplast, which is the raw material for photorespiration. You may say that the photorespiration start from the glycolite, because as in normal respiration, the respiration start from raw material ग्लूकोज, है ना. नॉर्मल रेस्पिरेशन किससे स्टार्ट होती है? ग्लूकोज से. सेम हियर द फोटो रेस्पिरेशन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम ग्लाइकोलेट विच इज अ रॉ मटेरियल फॉर फोटो रेस्पिरेशन. एक्चुअली glycolic acid is produced due to oxidation of ribulose biphosphate when concentration of CO2 in atmosphere is less than 1%. Less than 1%. देखिए, what happen? Actually, glycolic acid is produced due to oxidation of ribulose biphosphate when concentration of CO2 in atmosphere is less than 1%. What happened at the first stage, at the first step, at first, ribulose biphosphate, which is already present in plant cell, is oxidized into 3-phosphoglyceric acid. As you know very well, 3-phosphoglyceric acid is the first stable product during the C3 cycle. So photorespiration is also related to C3 cycle. First of all, ribulose biphosphate is oxidized into 3-phosphoglyceric acid and side by side 2-phosphoglycolic acid in presence of enzyme ribulose biphosphate carboxylase. This is the first step of photorespiration. What happened? First of all, the ribulose biphosphate is directly oxidized into 3-phosphoglyceric acid and 2-phosphoglycolic acid. It is the first biochemical reaction of the photorespiration. Now 2-phosphoglycolic acid which produce after the oxidation of ribulose biphosphate. Now 2-phosphoglycolic acid lose their phosphate group to form glycolic acid. There is a loss of phosphate group here, so it form glycolic acid. What happened? One phosphate group eliminated from 2-phosphoglycolic acid, and there is a result of production of the glycolic acid. Now the glycolic acid which synthesized in chloroplast during the photosynthesis move to second one cell organelle which also participating in photorespiration, that is praxisome, as you know very well, where it is oxidized into glyoxylic acid and hydrogen peroxide in presence of enzyme glycolic acid oxidase. Because praxisome having a series of enzyme which oxidize the raw material glycolic acid या glycolate acid. What happen in the praxisome? First of all, the glycolic acid which synthesized in chloroplast during the photosynthesis move to praxisome. Chloroplast से move कहाँ कर जाएगा? praxisome, where it is oxidized into glyoxylic acid and hydrogen peroxide in presence of enzyme glycolic acid oxidase. This enzyme play key role during photorespiration because of this enzyme series having by praxisome. Now hydrogen peroxide is catalyzed into water and oxygen in presence of enzyme catalase. So catalase play an important role because the hydrogen peroxide is a toxic in nature. It is a very heavy in plant cell. So it is very necessary for oxidation of hydrogen peroxide and it oxidized into simpler one, water and oxygen, which is utilized by us. So under the effect of catalase enzyme. Now the glyoxylic acid is converted into amino acid, that is glycine. It is a very primary amino acid which present in the plant cell. What happened? The glyoxylic acid is converted directly into an amino acid glycine in presence of enzyme glutamate glyoxylate transaminase. किस एंजाइम की इफेक्ट में ये ग्लाइओक्सिलिक एसिड कन्वर्ट होता है बच्चों? ग्लूटामेट glyoxylate transaminase. Now glycine amino acid, which is a very simple and primary amino acid already present in the plant cell, move to mitochondria. So here third cell organelle are also involved in photorespiration. Move to mitochondria where two molecules of glycine amino acid interact each other and to form one molecule, another amino acid serine, and one molecule of CO2. Now the CO2 is released during the photorespiration. So during what happen after the interaction of the two molecule of glycine, and there is a formation of one molecule of another amino acid, that is serine. As a result of there is a release of axis evolution of CO2. So this is the prime last step of photorespiration, the evolution of CO2 in presence of light, which take place during the interaction of two molecule of glycine into one molecule of another amino acid, that is serine. In last step, now the serine amino acid transported out from mitochondria. अब देखिए जो serine बनी, दो मोलिक्यूल ग्लाइसिन जब इंटरेक्ट करते हैं तो वो एक मोलिक्यूल serine amino acid बनाते हैं. Now the serine amino acid transported out from mitochondria to cytoplasm, where it is converted into hydroxy pyruvate and then phosphoglycerate, which enter in Calvin cycle, which enter in C3 cycle and form finally glucose, which is the raw material for respiration. As a result of the photorespiration is also connected to C3 cycle, because there is a intermediate raw material formed during the photorespiration, which also further utilized during the C3 cycle. This is the raw material for C3 cycle, that is the hydroxy pyruvate and phosphoglycerate, which enter in which enter into C3 cycle, and finally they form, after various events, they form the glucose, which utilized during the normal respiration. This is the photorespiration. It is a very important events which take place in the plant cell. So you have to know about these very important events of photorespiration. Thank you very much.